What up, Dokkaners? We have a lot of stuff going on right now in Dokkan. A lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of videos to make. So yeah, prepare yourselves. You're going to be well covered for the next few days at least. I might spread it out a little bit more, but we'll see. So today's video, I want to talk about two things primarily. There's an update regarding the player rank change that's going to be happening soon. And also I want to talk about the Battlefield shop. So let's start with the main piece of news. Talked about this on my live stream, was kind of expecting the video recorded on the live stream to be longer, ended up being 2 minutes. So now I need to tap into my YouTuber rambling skills to make this a longer video. You know, gotta pay rent. So here we go. Regarding the player rank cap update. So as you guys know, they talked about at the JP fan meetup that they're going to be increasing the level cap from 999 to 2000. Up until this point, we didn't know exactly how they were going to be doing that. Was it just going to be a simple level cap increase where everybody starts from 999 if they're already there and they just move on? Or any accumulated and I guess buffered EXP that you've gained over the course of however many years you've been at the maximum, would that automatically transfer into a new level start where you're like level 1500 or something like that? Or maybe they just adjust the EXP curve or something like that. You know, there were just all sorts of theories. We made videos talking about it. Now they have shed some light on what they're going to be doing. Thank you for playing Dokkan. The player rank cap update, which was announced during the live broadcast in Tokyo, October 24th, is scheduled to be implemented during the version update planned for around mid-December. So middle of December is when we're going to be getting this big update. And I'm currently blanking on what else was going to be involved in that. I think, I mean, you know what? Let me just pull it up. Oh yeah, forgot all this. Reducing file size, creating the Dragonstone Navigator feature to make it easier for new players. Power level adjustments. They were going to be making the power level calculation more comprehensive, not changing from the core stuff like max links is still going to count for the most. Player rank cap change. What else? This one. Actually, wait, I covered everything on a tweet. Damn it. New Dragonstone Navigator, count power level. Yeah, so all of these. So all of these things I think are going to be a part of that version update that's going to be happening around mid-December. People have been anxiously waiting for some sort of notification about the app size being reduced. I'm not a developer, but I feel like that's not something that can be easily done overnight. And when I say overnight, I'm not just talking literally in days, but even months. Seems like that would be a longer process, just because reducing a file size means not just compressing stuff, but also not losing quality. And quality is already kind of an issue when it comes to a mobile game. So how much do you sacrifice in order to optimize space and all that stuff without creating bugs, cascading issues? I feel like that would take a while. So that's probably why we haven't heard anything. I don't know if that's going to be a part of this update. I mean, they talked about it being a gradual thing, so probably not. So I think besides the shrinking of the file size, I think all of the other stuff that we see here should be in that version update. Player rank cap will be increased from 999 to 2000. Regarding the XP obtained after reaching rank 999 under the current system specifications, there is a limit to rank EXP accumulated before the update. Upon the update, your player rank will reflect the accumulated EXP. If the accumulated rank EXP has reached the limit, your player rank will increase to a maximum of rank 1109. This number was not just arbitrarily given. This is a result of the limitations of this being a mobile game, whatever engine they're running on and all that stuff, all the factors coming together. That is what this comes from. I can't do the math. I don't know the technical jargon behind it, but that's what this means. So basically, if you have been at rank 999, like I have been since 2020, then over the span of 5 years, I have accumulated a certain amount of XP, probably way more than that. But the game can only quantify a certain amount. That's the limit. So they said here, upon the update, your character will reflect accumulated XP once you've reached the limit. So I am positive people like myself, chain battle gods out there, Truth, among others, all of us have most assuredly reached the limit, smashed past it, tripled it, quadrupled it, quintupled it, whatever. I'm sure we've done that, but there's only a finite amount that they can give us. So people like me will probably end up starting this update at rank 1109. Now, what that means, it could mean that over the span of 5 years, I only barely hit the limit, and it turns out that only 110 ranks, is it 110? Yeah, 110 ranks got me this far, which means the journey from this to 2000 will take another 15 years. I feel like that's actually a little bit less likely. I think I wish there was a way to know when I pass the limit, because if I were to guess, I'm going to assume that this will probably be about a fourth, maybe a sixth of the amount of XP that I have potentially gained after hitting the rank 999 cap, but there's no way of knowing. So the only way that we can truly tell how massive of a journey this is going to be from 1100 to 2000 is to actually find out once we jump in. Please note that any player rank increase resulting from this update will not restore your stamina. Please stay tuned for upcoming version update info, blah, 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 blah. So there you have it. That is the current situation. So if you are someone who is expecting to start out at 2000, not going to happen. There will be a grind involved. For me personally, I probably won't reach this level cap anywhere near other power link levelers, just because I am now basically at the end of my link leveling journey and I have zero desire to do that. The only way that I will actually make a significant push to 2000 is if the benefits behind it are significant. There will be obviously max stamina increase every single time you rank up. There will also be Dragonstone rewards for reaching certain ranks, but I think at the moment the maximum is like 500 or 600. So I don't know how far ahead they can jump up with those rank rewards, because there are veteran players who benefit from this, but the overwhelming majority of new players don't care about this sort of thing. They won't care about this for at least like 5 years into their Dokkaning journey. And honestly, you got to ask the question at some point, how long is Dokkan going to be around in this current iteration? Is it going to be something that changes from top to bottom at some point down the road? Are they investing in things like that down the road? Is this journey going to go beyond the next 5 years? Who knows? So yeah, those are still a lot of questions left to be answered, but this one still gives us a good amount. 1109 is my starting point. Let's see how much of a grind it is going to be then. Watch the new quest stages give us like 50 times the XP that we're getting right now. It's about to get insane. We've already got crazy astronomical numbers when it comes to damage. Now we're going to be getting crazy astronomical numbers when it comes to XP gains. So let's go ahead and wrap this up by talking about the Battlefield system, the Battlefield shop. So Garlic Jr. has now released in the game, and lo and behold, they have offered all 5 copies of Garlic Jr. right away. The first one is at a discounted price of 400,000. This one, I think you should buy whenever you can, if you want to get a new free-to-play LR, because this guy works very well with Goma. And this guy also is cheaper than the previous release, which was... What the hell's his name? God, I'm so stupid. What's his name? Where is he? What's his name? Anilaza. God, this guy. So he's only wow. He's 30,000 more expensive than Legion of Shadow Dragons, and he is over 100,000 cheaper than Anilaza on his first pickup. After that, the other ones are more expensive. Here's what I'm telling you. All right, listen very, very clear. Do not buy all 5 copies. First of all, it's very expensive. Most of you probably cannot. Second, you should not do this because of the precedent that has been set. You can now potentially find yourself in a situation where when they announce an EZA for a Battlefield LR, they will give you a copy during those missions or during that potential EZA celebration or whatever. Case in point, during GDC, they unexpectedly gave everybody a free copy of the Legion of Shadow Dragons. So if you had the unit rainbowed up until that point, it's actually worthless. It's more worthless than a summonable SSR getting an extra copy after you rainbow the unit, because at least that way you can always have a second copy of the unit in its lower form. Here, there is no other form. There is only an LR. That too, the amount of time and but the amount of time it takes to get all of this battlefield memory and effort with a very small margin, it's just too big a price to just waste. People who had this unit rainbowed before getting that free copy essentially wasted 370,000 battlefield memory. I know some people probably don't care about this sort of thing, but for me, Dokkaning responsibly, optimizing the game as much as possible, those are the types of things that I personally care about. I will not be rainbowing this guy. I just can't afford to do it. Even now, I don't have Anilaza with more than, I think, 1 copy or 2 copies. It's just not feasible. In this current climate, when it comes to Dokkan's battlefield system, it sucks. They don't give us nearly enough battlefield currency to compensate for the rising costs of these LRs. It's sort of gotten better over the years, I guess, but still, there's not a point where you can have a significant buffer for battlefield points if you've been doing every single one religiously. I started playing the game I started playing the game when Battlefield started. I wasn't able to complete the first 2 or 3 of them. And as a result, I have been essentially playing catch up the whole time, not being able to rainbow characters as soon as I get them. I don't even know if people who've been playing since day one could rainbow everything if you've been on top of it all. But because there's like a razor thin margin, you can't mess around to even take that chance. So if there's even a chance that I could end up retroactively wasting 500 million Battlefield memory because they're nice enough to give us a copy for free, I'm not doing that. So at best, if I really want to, I'll probably go 79%. I'm not going to go 90%. I'm not going to go 100. 79% is the best option because at least that way you open up the hit potential stuff and you can add more equips. That's where I would say it's probably best for you to stop. A couple of you guys asked me that during the live stream, and honestly, 79% is best. So just wanted to share my 2 cents on that whole thing. I will be doing a showcase on the Garlic Jr. I'm looking forward to trying him out because, first of all, I like Garlic Jr. He's really cool. Second, paired up with Goma, these two actually might cook. And this passive right here is very weird, and I need to get my hands on that. So anyway, ramble over. Oh, look at that. We made it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below and in the comments your thoughts on the whole rank cap update thing. Are you going to be on top of that grind day one trying to get to rank 2000? Do you not particularly care? What are your thoughts on the battlefield system? What are your viewpoints on buying characters fully rainbowed right away when it comes to the battlefield stuff? Do you think we'll be getting another free Battlefield LR sometime soon for the next potential EZA? Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you want to see more of myself. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and ours, Dokkan responsibly.